Hello, I'm Jeff Davis, and this is the first part in a 7-part series sharing time management tips, stress reduction tips, and productivity tips. The overarching theme will be time management, and because time management truly is life and self-management, I will be touching on those other things I mentioned, the stress reduction, productivity, moving forward, feeling positive in genuine, heartfelt, and absolutely productive ways. This 9-part formula I'm about to share with you right now is about goal setting. Now, the trick to remember here is that yes, I'm talking about time management, but time management is directly related to our goals. The reason for that is because we want to make sure that we're climbing the right ladder. There's nothing worse than spending hours on something and then realizing that you didn't need to do it, or it's not really what you wanted in the first place. It happens to all of us, but I'm getting you to avoid that by following this 9-step proven goal setting and goal achieving formula. Remember, this is not a quick fix, get rich quick scheme. This is something that takes time, takes effort, and takes determination. It takes long-term focus, knowing that you're gonna have to take short-term sacrifices to get to where you wanna be. You might have to go through some ups and downs, daily challenges, and on top of all that, you're gonna have to deal with inevitable challenges that come up every day, week, and month. But if you push forward, if you connect with that spark inside you, that is the reason that you are here on this planet, you will do incredible things. Step 1 in this 9-part formula is to relax and breathe. You might be thinking, wait a minute, Jeff just said he was going to teach me about time management and goals, but I truly am approaching this from a spiritual point of view, just in this first step, because I want 100% to make sure that we get started on the right foot. The reason for that is because many people get caught up in the stress and the anxieties of daily life, and when you consciously, truly consciously breathe and relax, you become centered, you feel like yourself, and you feel fantastic. Now that you took that breath, you caught yourself, you became a little bit more aware, you feel conscious, you feel centered. Let's move into step 2. Define exactly what you want. Remember, you'll never know exactly what you want until you take that time to relax and breathe. So it was an important first step, albeit a very basic one. So like I said, step 2, define exactly what you want. Figure out what you're good at, where you want to go, where you want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Maybe break it down into small, short-term goals that you can achieve 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and a year from now. But define exactly what you want in terms of your entire life. Yes, it can evolve and change as you go, but by defining what you want, you activate personal levels of power, persistence, and determination, which will cause you to feel more disciplined than ever, which leads perfectly into step number 3, which is to write it down. When you write down your goals, you activate power, literally combining your superconscious mind and your subconscious mind. And you make it 10 times more likely that you'll achieve the goal by writing down. Studies show that. Here's the other key about writing your goal down. It allows you to break it down into action steps, and that actually leads right into step number 4, which is to write down everything you need to do via action steps for your goal. The biggest reason that people don't achieve their goals is because they feel overwhelmed, like there's too much to do. But when they break it down into small steps, knowing every little step they have to do, they gain momentum. They take it one bite, one step at a time. They stay focused and determined on what they can do now instead of being overwhelmed about what they can't do in the future. The irony here is that when you do take it in incredibly minute, small, daily action steps, the next step will reveal itself after you take the first step. So this was talking about point number 4, and that's where you've written down the initial goal in step 3, but then point 4 is about writing down every little step you have to do. Now step 5 is to organize that list into both sequence and priority. Now sequence is the order it'll come, but priority is what's more important and what's less important. Remember that you can move things around as you see fit, as you evolve your long-term goals and as you activate continuous levels of realization, both in communication with people who know you and in communication with experts who can give you additional insight and knowledge into not only helping you get to where you want to be, but to additionally clarify where you're going. Yes, in step 2, we did exactly clarify what we wanted, but I'm keeping the ongoing process in your mind and my mind as we both discuss it to help you know that this is not a 1-day, 2-day situation here. This is something that's constantly changing, growing, and evolving. And now that you've done that sequence and priority of different things and you've moved things around based on how you see fit, you can go to step 6, which is about actually determining who can help you. You may or may not be able to get in touch with certain people out there. It can be challenging at times, but believe it or not, people are, on the whole, not always, but on the whole, easier to get in touch with than you may realize. Shoot an email, make a call, go to a networking event, connect with people who've done what you want to do. If you want to be a millionaire, you don't talk to someone who's broke. No judgment here, just in terms of learning, growing, and talking to the right people. You talk to the wealthy person. If you want to be a successful artist, then you go talk to a successful artist. The same is true for your goal or dream. Subscribe to industry publications. Read articles. Get the best books from Barnes & Noble or on Amazon. Continually ask the right questions and watch how you have this upward cycle of growth, self-realization, and absolute forward momentum in terms of achieving what you want. Okay, so you've identified who you want to achieve your goal, or who can help you to achieve your goal. Now let's move into step 7, which is to take action immediately. Don't wait. Yes, none of us, let me rephrase that, most of us do not have a lot of resources at our disposal. Yes, you've got the Mark Cubans of the world, who, by the way, I have the utmost respect for, who is ultra successful. He deserves every penny of it because he worked hard to get what he has. He doesn't have to worry about money. He earned it. You and me, we are not there yet, but we can get there as long as we stay focused and determined. Now, I'm not talking about hoping to achieve billions of dollars. That's the top 1% of the top 1%. I'm just talking about growing each day in ways that help you realize that, yes, I can get to the top 10%, maybe the top 15%. And that's what is going to happen when you take that action step. Now, I talked about point number 7. Well, it's point number 8. It actually drives directly from point number 7. If you've noticed, all of these are interrelated. But now I'm to point number 8, which is to constantly take that action every single day, but don't miss a day. So the one before this, step 7, was take action immediately. Great. But don't lose momentum. Keep on taking action. Keep on moving forward. Gain that momentum. Do something every day, every week, every month. If you miss a day, fine, but don't let that be your habit. Let that be a once in a while thing. It's challenging for us all. We all have so many responsibilities. I'm not suggesting for you to suddenly make some massive shift in your schedule and change the world. No, part of this whole thing is giving practical tips. Just make that small change and big results will emerge. And point number 9, the X factor. That's where you activate levels of personal power by not only doing what you want every single day, by not only taking action, by not only collaborating with the right people, but by finding that spark inside you that will never give up, that will find the hidden opportunity in every setback, that will feel empowered, that will use other people's negative opinions as added motivation to get what you want. That X factor will drive you to read more books, to take more action steps in terms of investing in yourself, your dream, and networking events. In terms of learning from the right people, not only in networking events, but online, email, phone calls, in-person conversations, and maybe something like join.me where you can share screens with each other and get help from the best people out there. That spark inside you will allow you to push through every rejection you get, every setback that may come at you will be an added motivation transforming into personal power. You do all that. You move forward every single day by first taking a breath and relaxing, and then defining exactly what it is that you want. Once you define exactly what it is that you want, write it down. Set a deadline. Once you set a deadline, what you do after that is that you actually take that piece of paper, and I'm just recapping here. I'm letting it soak in right now, and hopefully you've taken some notes, or at least watch this again if you need to. Is that you then write down every little action step you have to take along the way. Once you write down every little action step, organize that in terms of sequence and priority. Identify exactly who it is that can help you achieve what you want. And then after step 6, you go into step 7. And step 7 is in terms of taking action immediately. After you take action immediately, make that an ongoing process. Take action every day, every week, every month, every year. And then finally, step 9, which is that X factor, connecting with that spark inside you and moving forward in ways that will benefit you and everyone around you. Stay tuned, because that's only part 1 of my 7-part series. That's to make sure you're climbing the right ladder. You've clarified your goals, you have the goal setting process intact now. The following videos will really dive down into some time management strategies. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel.